I may have a problem, but I think there are worse problems to have. So I'm gonna spin it around and I'm gonna share all about my jellycats today. You can't even see them all. They don't even fit all in the frame. So if you've been watching the vlogs, you know I've been going through a little bit of a rough time, having some health struggles. I'm not ready to fully talk about it yet, nor do I fully have the energy, so I thought that maybe it would be fun to still do a little jellycat video today. I am comfortable to share that yesterday I was diagnosed with Graves' disease and I'm having some more testing done this morning actually for some other things that are going on, and I am a big believer that we need to listen to our bodies and take care of ourselves first and foremost. So what better way to lift my spirits than to share my love for jellycats? So I want to start off with the ones that I thrifted, because I am a thrifter at heart, and while it is rare to find jellycats at thrift stores here in Canada at least, it is so extra exciting when you do. I will say I have been collecting jellycats for years, like a good over 5 years. So this is not something that's accumulated in a short period of time. And I ask for jellycats for every occasion. So these are the 4 that I thrifted. I thrifted these a couple years ago around Easter, and I found them at the Mission thrift store for such a good price. So they're like the medium bunnies with the tiny little bunnies matching. I believe this was $5.50 and these were $4.50, which is incredible if you know anything about the prices of jellycats. And these little matching ones just have the little floral on their feeties and their ears. I had never seen these like tiny little ones before, and they are so darling and so sweet. I also found these little candy cane ones, which are so cute. I really like the bunnies, which is a theme that you're gonna see. And again, I believe they were like $4 or $5. And those are I think the only jellycats I've thrifted. We're always looking when we go to the thrift stores, but it can be so hard because especially now, jellycats have grown so much in popularity and these are in incredible condition. It's a little bit more well loved, but I think it just adds charm to it to know that somebody appreciated it. This lighting is greatly disturbing me. Is this gonna work better? Is it gonna stay light? I need to do my precious jellies justice. But anyways, trying to say this is my little thrifted bunny collection. So I guess I'll show you the rest of the bunnies while I'm talking about the bunnies. I'm not super big into the food jellycats. I have 2, which are very special to me, but I love the bunnies. I feel like I'm realizing that I have a problem here because I'm not entirely sure if I could hold them all together. If there's one thing about me, I love a bunny. I'm getting so warm. Part of like everything I've been dealing with in general has been dysregulation of my body temperature between cold and hot, and I'm in shorts, but I am getting toasty. Y'all know me, I'm in my jammies. At this point in the chronic illness snowball, I'm in my jammies for the foreseeable future. So these were, I think, the first jellycats I ever got, if not the first. I believe the teal one came first and then the purple. And this was back when you could still find them easily at Chapters Indigo. They sell out like crazy now. My partner called them to check if they had anything like a month ago, and they said that now they have people lining up hours before they open when they have drops, which is so wild because if you've been in Canada getting jellycats for a while, then you know that you used to be able to just show up at Chapters and see a whole wall of dozens and dozens of colors of rainbow bunnies. It's so wild. So these were my first, and you can tell they're very well snuggled. I found a lot of comfort in these jellycats while going through some difficult times with, if you know about my elbow surgery and injuries, which most of you don't. Anyhow, these provide me a lot of comfort, and I put some little bows in this one. I don't know if they make these guys anymore. It's funny, whenever I get jellycats, my partner's like, okay, is this one that's like for preserving their softness or is it a snuggler? These were snugglers. You'll see what I mean with the rest. I do not keep their tags on. I am a proponent of your plushies are meant to be enjoyed and the tags come off as soon as I get them. Then next I have some that came to me around the fall time, and you can see I have knitted some little clothes for these guys. This one my partner got for me actually for Halloween a few years ago, and her name is Spoo, like spook without the K, and I just think she is stunning. She doesn't just sit out around Halloween for me. I love her year round. And I just knitted these little overalls. I don't have a pattern. I just kind of knit little squares and then sew them all together and hope for the best. And that's how she came about. But I think she is just darling, and she sits on my jellycat shelf, which you saw in the start, and I just adore her. And then I have this one, which I mean, I'm gonna say I adore all of these. I adore all of my jellycats, but this one is just such a pretty color. I don't know, some of you are probably like, girl, all these bunnies look the same. Not to me. They all have names, they all have personalities, and I just knit her a little cardigan. Then I have these two, which I got this year. This one has little strawberries in her ears and on her feet, and I think she is just so darling. And again, she came to me at a time when I was navigating some difficult things, and I just think it's nice. That's my reward. I don't buy a lot of things in life, and I don't feel like I need to justify it, but jellycats are my thing. Jellycats are my thing. If you watch the vlogs, you know this is also a very recent acquisition to the collection. Her name is Luna. I gotta get the fur out of their eyes so they can see. Hello. I think she is just beautiful. Just a beautiful little purple. And then I have my smudge bun. This is Effie. She is everything to me. Now, when I got her, this was nuts. We had just happened to be going to Chapters on a random Saturday sometime earlier this year, and they were wheeling out carts of the Jellycat release. And I was like, I didn't know she was coming out already. And a friend of mine had just got her, and there was only two on the cart. Again, Jellycat stock are very, very limited these days. And I was like, I'm just gonna grab her right off the cart before they can even put them on the shelves. There was like no one else around waiting. I wasn't taking it from anyone, but I just carried her around. I was like, she is coming on with me. I don't have many smudges. I think I have 3. There is indeed road work going on. My whole street is being dug up, so maybe not the most appropriate ambiance for a Jellycat tour, but it is what it is. Anyhow, we were carrying her around the store, and by the time we went back, we were like, okay, let's go see, how they arranged them. They were so picked through already. And the other one, because again, there was only 2, someone had decided to adopt them and take them home as well. So I was so happy to have her, and I love her. Again, there's just something about the smudge type, the way they sit. They're just so cozy to cuddle. I feel like I have a baby. I feel like one of those Alzheimer patients that has like a fake cat or a fake baby. It provides comfort. I don't know the science, but I love little Miss Effie. So that's the bunnies. Me being like, this is gonna be like a 4-minute video. Girl, oh my gosh, it's not all the bunnies. It's not all the bunnies, and in a big way. How can I forget? How can I forget Nanu? Nanu, as you can see, has been well snuggled. She also came to me at a very hard time. It was right after my dog Boo had passed away, and I had never seen a Jellycat this large, and she provided some much needed snuggles during a hard time. So she is definitely my biggest Jellycat, but I love her. I love her. And she sits on my little reading chair and usually holds a book in her legs, which is why her legs are a little loosey-goosey and floppy, because they're usually supporting like a hardcover book. Oh my gosh. Okay, is that actually all the bunnies? I think it is. It's not. This is Horticus hair. Is a hare a bunny? I think it is. I think that is a bunny indeed. My partner got me this one for, I think it was our anniversary. I was gonna say Easter, but Easter just happened. It was not that. It's from the Easter collection, but this was, yes, this was for our anniversary. We went to Stratford. Some of you know in the comments, I love Bradshaw's. That is like the place for Jellycats. And Miss Horticus hair, who I've named Bee after Beatrix Potter. Okay, for sure, that's the bunnies. That's the bunnies. I think that's like over half my collection alone. Really want to save the dragons for last, I think, because they're my favorite. Let's get into the rest. I have one plant, my little lone tulip, which honestly probably needs a dust as well. It sits next to my dog's ashes, and Boo loved the tulips. He loved to smell the tulips in our backyard, and after he passed away, I just really associated the flower with him, and it makes me happy. So I have this little Jellycat tulip, and I have this little duckling, which was a birthday present from my friend Madeline last year or the year before, and it is just so silly-goosey. It is so silly-goosey, and I've never seen it before. I'd never seen it before, and I very much love her. And I have another smudge. I love the elephant. Her name is Pigloo, in case you were wondering. And again, she's just, they're so snuggly. It's very, very cute and very, very soft. The smudges are like extra soft. I don't know what kind of magic they put in them. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Then I have this guy who you can see is very well loved. He sleeps in bed with me every single night. My best friend Ashley got this for me after Boo passed away because he's the same colorings as Boo, which is so, so sweet. So I've named him Boo, aptly, and he is in bed with me every single night. So he is well loved. And this is your reminder that plushies they don't have to be just for display. If you want to and that's your jam, but like this is your permission slip that it's okay for them to get a little scruffalophagus, as I like to call it. Then I have Sashu. Her name is Sasha, but I've ended a lot of my jellycat names with an "u" at the end, so we transformed it. Sashu the snow leopard. Does it even say on like the regular old tags? I don't think it does, but Sashu came from Snugglebugs. We don't have one anymore where I live, but the baby stores often do carry jellycats, and I don't know, she's different than a lot of the other jellycats I have, and a little more structured, if you will, but I just think she is stunning. She's a diva. You can just tell. Now this is one of my favorites. This is PJ Bartholomew. Let me find his tail in his jammies because there is a little tail hole. Almost knocked the camera over with the pile of bunny jellycats, but we're back. This is PJ Bartholomew. Now they've had a couple renditions of PJ Bartholomew's come out, but this is just my favorite. His little matching flannel jammies. I adore him. I wish they made more clothes for jellycats. I think that would be a winner of an idea. Until then, I will just have to keep sewing and knitting my own, but PJ Bart, which while we're talking about Bartholomew's, I may as well show you my big old Bartholomew. Now my partner got me this for Valentine's Day this year, and he's my other very large jellycat that I have next to my bunny, and he is so snuggly. He is so snuggly. My partner said he was silly expensive, but that's all I want for any holiday is a jellycat. That's what gifts are for things that we wouldn't buy ourselves. He is a very treasured new member of the collection. Another gift from my partner. This was for my birthday a few years ago. This is Brownie. I know, very inventive, right? I've never seen her before, and it always impresses me when my partner finds jellycats that I've never seen or heard of and just picks something out of the blue. Like, it's just, he just gets me. Anyhow, this is her. I don't have a lot of dogs. I got him, I don't have it here to show you, but I got him a husky jellycat for our anniversary this year because he had a husky plushie when he was young that he talks about how his parents got rid of when he was like too old, and I'm like, you're never too old. So anyways, I guess we have three dog jellycats between his and mine, but this is Brownie. And then another birthday jellycat, I think it was 2 years ago, my mom got me this one for my birthday, and I had asked for it. I said, I love the cake with strawberries, because every year for my birthday, I ask for like a berry cake. I love a cake that looks pretty much exactly like this, just without a face. And you know what? I wonder if the bakery could make it with a face. So this is one of my only food jellycats, and I just think it is so fun, and I keep it out year round. Cakes and celebrations happen every day, whether we're celebrating our big wins or small wins, and I love her. Now my other food jellycat, are we calling it a food? I would not eat him. It's the reindeer peanut. I have 2 Christmas jellycats. Actually, I have 3, but one is tucked away in a storage chest, and it's the candy cane jellycat. So that one is missing, actually. I've seen the peanuts floating around, and people love to take them in their purse, and they can bring them on vacation and take pictures of their peanut jellycats in silly little spots. And I just thought the reindeer peanut was too sweet to pass up. So that was my treat to myself. I think just this past Christmas or the one before. I think it was just this past Christmas. As well as Toffee. Again, I know I have the creativity of a 5-year-old, but that's okay. That's the joy these bring me. This is a little reindeer, and I love the other style of reindeer jellycat they have too, but this one that I saw this year, she's just gorgeous. She is beautiful. She's great. She's Miss United States. Those are my 2 little Christmas jellycats. Oh, I do also want to say, you probably saw it if you watch my vlogs, but I also have one little keychain, the Smudge Bear, who I love. I didn't know if I really cared about the keychain jellycats. I do, because I want more. This will be going on my list. My birthday's next week, so it's probably a little bit too late to ask for this year, but that will be going on my list for Christmas and holidays, is little jellycat keychains, because it was so comforting when I was in the emergency room last week and in the ambulances to have my little jellycat on my bag to hold with me. And I showed it to every paramedic, to every doctor, every nurse. I was like, I need to distract myself. You want to hear about my jellycat? Anywho, we're gonna get to some of my newest and my dragons. So this little lady came to me the other day. This was my sorry you have a new autoimmune condition gift to myself. She got me through the blood work this morning, so she's doing what she needs to. I've named her Boots after the monkey from Dora, and she's a little smudge monkey. She was the only one left, and I literally was like, I'm rescuing. This is a rescue mission. Why did no one want her? She's so sweet. Oh, I love her so much. my little Graves' disease monkey, I guess. Does this make me the mother of dragons? I don't know. So my first one is the snow dragon, which I have named Haku after the dragon from Spirited Away. These guys are so fun, the way they just like flop and sit on you. And I love a dragon. I love a fantasy book. I love Harry Potter, and I love a jellycat. So I am hopeful for more dragons in my future. I have no idea what my partner got me for my birthday next week. There will be additions to the collection, but this was my first dragon. This was my second dragon. This is Rosie. If you know, you know, my oven caught fire on New Year's Day, and I had just recently got Rosie for Christmas. So I kept joking and singing. If you know the scene from The Office, that's like, Ryan started the fire. And I was singing, Rosie started the fire. And she's so soft. This one has the soft wings. The white one has like a glittery wing, if you can kind of tell. And then we have the latest, the newest. This one actually came to me on the same day as the monkey. My partner tracked it down for me. It's the Sky Dragon. Mastermind Toys randomly had one. They were like, oh, we don't really have anything. We have like 2 macaroons, a bulldog. Oh, and we have one of the big blue dragons. And I said, pedal to the metal, bud. Can't move very fast, but we're bringing her home. And I love her. I've named her Cleo after the mermaid from H2O Just Add Water. Isn't she so cool though? She has the soft wings too. And the little rainbow. Ah, I really want the Malachi dragon. And listen, I know I've seen in the comments, Bucky, I don't know if that's your name or just a username, but I saw you say that yours came in the mail, and I'm so jealous. I think they're sold out everywhere. I don't know. I doubt that's the one my partner got me for my birthday because they are hard to find, but we'll have to see. Now, the one that I ordered, I don't think I know how to edit a picture onto the screen actually, so maybe I'll pull it up on my phone. And I know this is a little much right now, but these guys are coming to me with every appointment. I have no shame in bringing a soft toy with me to the hospital to sit in my lap in my wheelchair and roll around with me to my specialists and tests and appointments. I have no shame. I have never had shame. I'm an advocate for bringing a comfort item with you wherever you need to go. Now, the one that I ordered, which I don't think I've ever ordered a jellycat online. My partner will for me for gifts, but I usually just find them in the wild. I ordered Wanda Wombat. I cannot wait. She's in Ohio right now. Please release her to us in Canada. She should be here maybe this week. Very excited. Now, I have a very niche name for her that I've already picked. I am so sweaty. I think I've pushed my limits today with this, but for my sanity, I needed to get something out into the universe to connect with you guys on, aside from my health issues only. Those messages have been very lovely too, but I need to feel a little normal. Anyhow, I'm naming my Wombat Minibus. Very niche. There is a reality show about Steve Irwin's family called Crikey the Irwins. Crikey, it's the Irwins, whatever. And it's about them at the Australian Zoo. And in the first or second season, they celebrate one of their wombats who's like 25 years old. Her birthday and her name is Minibus. So I am naming her after Minibus from the Australian Zoo. That's the collection. Thank you all for watching, for tuning in. We're gonna be back with some vlogs. They're gonna be home vlogs, some spoony chronic illness vlogs from bed for the foreseeable future, but we'll be back with that soon. And I'm gonna explain more in the vlogs and definitely on my podcast about what's been going on exactly and anything else that happens this week as I'm riding this wave of medical help. That's been a call because I am getting help. To my fellow jellycat lovers, please tell me your favorite jellycat that you have and your favorite jellycat that I have. Like I said, mine that I'm wishing for, Malachi Dragon, and I think it's called Wolf. I've never seen it in person. I don't know if it's retired. It looks like a werewolf. Anyways, I am going to go have a nap, drink some water. You make sure you go get a snack and drink some water as well. Not soda, not juice. If you're going to, at least get a glass of water as well. Hydrate, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will see you guys soon, and we'll catch up later.